Every day, you work hard to feed your cattle quality hay, silage, grains, and mineral blocks. But many farms, big and small, are missing one critical element. The result? Lower milk yields, poor fertility, sick calves, and costly vet visits. These problems often trace back to what's missing in the feed. The culprit? Vitamins. 4 essential ones your herd cannot afford to miss. Most farmers forget at least one, and it makes all the difference. Vitamins don't just keep animals alive, they drive growth, boost immunity, and produce strong, productive cows and healthy calves. Skip even one, and you pay for it later, in ways you might not expect. But you don't need a degree to fix this problem. I'll break down the 4 vitamins that matter most, what happens when your cattle miss them, and how to guarantee every animal gets their daily dose, simply and affordably. No jargon, no guesswork. Whether you milk 20 cows or run a large beef operation, this is crucial for every herd and every farm. It's time to sharpen your vitamin game and see the difference in every calf, every cow, and every daily chore. Vitamins in cattle, the complete farmer's guide. Imagine a tiny piece of the puzzle that makes all the difference in the health of your cattle. That piece, it's a vitamin. Vitamins are complex organic compounds most people hardly see or think about. They exist in feed and food in quantities so small, yet their impact is enormous. Here's what matters. Your cattle require vitamins in tiny amounts, but the consequences of missing even one can be serious. Poor growth, weak calves, problems with reproduction, or increased diseases are just a few symptoms of a deficiency. There's no room for substitutes. Each vitamin has a unique job, and not one can fill in if another is missing. Think of it as each key fitting only one lock. There are 13 essential vitamins your animals need to function normally and stay healthy. Now, here's an idea to change the way you think about vitamins forever. Not all vitamins behave the same in the body. As a farmer, understanding this distinction is crucial. Vitamins fall into 2 main categories: fat-soluble and water-soluble. Fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K are stored in the body's fat reserves. That means excess amounts can build up, and deficiencies can take longer to appear. Managing them requires a different strategy. Too much is risky. Too little can go unnoticed until it's too late. Then there are the water-soluble vitamins, the B-complex group, and vitamin C. These aren't stored. They move through the body quickly and must be replenished regularly. Deficiencies are detected faster, but balancing them relies on consistent daily intake. For every farmer, this knowledge transforms how you manage nutrition. Recognize which vitamins belong in each group, understand how they behave, and you'll take confident steps toward healthier, more productive cattle. Every farmer knows vitamins are essential for livestock health, but understanding the difference between fat-soluble and water-soluble vitamins is crucial for effective supplementation. Imagine 2 columns, fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K on one side and water-soluble B vitamins on the other. Let's break down what sets them apart. Fat-soluble vitamins are stored in your animal's fat tissues and liver. This allows cattle to build up reserves, which can be helpful during shortages. However, excess intake can accumulate to toxic levels if you oversupplement. Unlike water-soluble vitamins, fat-soluble vitamins don't exit the body quickly. Fat-soluble vitamins are excreted through bile into feces, meaning reserves deplete slowly and deficiencies develop gradually. By the time you notice signs like poor growth or weak immunity, the deficiency has often been building for weeks or months. Water-soluble vitamins, mainly the B group, aren't stored in the body for long. Any excess is flushed out through urine. For adult ruminants like cattle, sheep, and goats, this isn't a major concern. Microbes in the rumen manufacture B vitamins in abundance. As long as the rumen is healthy, adult cattle rarely need B vitamin supplementation. Exceptions include young calves or animals under stress or illness. So, as a practical farmer, your main focus should be on fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K. Manage supplementation carefully to avoid both deficiency and excess.
Imagine a herd where every cow sees clearly, thrives in health, and grows strong, thanks to a single crucial vitamin. Vitamin A isn't just important, it's vital to the well-being and productivity of your cattle. Let's begin with vision. Cattle rely on vitamin A to form rhodopsin, a visual pigment in the eye that is essential for seeing in low light conditions. Without enough vitamin A, cattle experience night blindness. You might notice nervous animals after sunset, bumping into fences, or struggling to move at dusk. Sometimes these signs are mistakenly blamed on temperament, but often the root cause is a deficiency. Beyond eyesight, vitamin A protects your herd at the microscopic level. It maintains healthy mucous membranes, the moist lining found in the respiratory tract, digestive system, reproductive tract, and eyes. These membranes are the first line of defense against infections. When vitamin A is lacking, these barriers dry out and break down, leaving your cattle exposed to respiratory illnesses, recurring scours in calves, and persistent reproductive challenges. Vitamin A also drives bone formation and growth. For calves, it's nothing short of essential. It supports normal skeletal development, ensuring the next generation grows strong and healthy. Recognizing deficiency isn't always easy, but awareness makes all the difference. Watch for signs like night blindness, watery or crusty eyes, repeated cases of pneumonia, diarrhea in calves, rough coats, and reproductive failures. Weak or blind calves can signal a deep deficiency in their mothers. Where does your herd get vitamin A? It starts with beta-carotene in green, leafy forage, fresh pasture, and high-quality silage. Cattle convert beta-carotene directly into vitamin A within their bodies. Ensuring consistent access to these feeds gives your herd the foundation for robust health. Empower yourself to spot deficiency early and support your cattle's vision, immune defenses, and growth. Managing vitamin A isn't complicated, but for your herd, it is absolutely critical.
There's a silent power in sunlight, one that's absolutely vital for cattle health. Picture two herds, one outdoors, basking in the sun's rays, another confined to shadowed barns. The difference? It's more than warmth or comfort. It's the sunlight itself, fueling a process deep within their bodies. Vitamin D, often called the sunshine vitamin, has a central mission in cattle, ensuring calcium and phosphorus are absorbed efficiently, laying the foundation for strong bones, healthy teeth, and steady muscle function. Without it, trouble is just around the corner. Here's how this remarkable process unfolds. When sunlight, specifically UVB rays, touches a cow's skin, it sparks a powerful transformation. A compound present beneath the surface converts into vitamin D3. This version isn't quite ready for action. First, it travels to the liver for its first round of modification. Then, it moves to the kidneys, where it's finally activated into the usable form. Cattle depend on every day. Why does this matter so much? Cattle kept outside, grazing under open sky, typically meet their vitamin D needs easily. Just 20 minutes of decent sunshine is often enough. But cattle kept indoors, especially in intensive barns or in regions with long, dim winters, can't make enough on their own. The consequences are hard to ignore. Calves may suffer from rickets, with bowed legs, reluctance to move, or trouble standing. Adult cattle can develop weak, brittle bones prone to fractures, a condition called osteomalacia. In dairy cows around calving, low vitamin D is a direct contributor to milk fever, leaving cows down and unable to rise. Even overall growth can stall. The good news: prevention is squarely within your control. Whenever possible, allow cattle access to sunlight. If you manage them indoors, especially through the winter or during high-demand periods like late pregnancy or early lactation, make sure vitamin D is part of your nutrition program. Recognize the signs early, and you'll protect both the health of your animals and the productivity of your farm.
Imagine the silent work happening inside every cell of a healthy calf. There's a shield working tirelessly, guarding them against hidden dangers. This shield is vitamin E, the primary internal antioxidant for cattle. Deep within the cell, vitamin E fights off free radicals, unstable molecules generated by everyday stress, disease, and environmental toxins. All of this helps protect vital tissues from invisible harm. For cattle farmers, the impact of vitamin E comes down to three critical roles. The first, immune function. When cattle have enough vitamin E, their immune responses improve noticeably. They fight infections more efficiently, recover quicker after illness, and show stronger reactions to vaccines. In dairy cows, it even lowers the risk of mastitis, keeping them healthier longer. The next vital impact is reproduction. Without vitamin E, fertility suffers. Cattle experience more difficulty conceiving, face issues like retained placentas, and struggle with uterine infections after calving. Boosting vitamin E isn't just about numbers. It's about ensuring every reproductive cycle is strong and healthy. And third, white muscle disease, also known as nutritional muscular dystrophy. This is the classic example of vitamin E deficiency in young cattle. Calves become weak, unable to stand, their muscles stiff and painful. Without prompt attention, this condition can be fatal. Often, it all traces back to deficiency in pregnant cows, affecting the next generation even before birth. Here's a point that matters across every farm. Vitamin E works best with selenium. Both are powerful antioxidants, but each protects different parts of the cell. For full protection, both have to be present. Many issues, like white muscle disease, often indicate combined deficiencies. If you're supplementing one, remember to check for the other. Adequate vitamin E and selenium mean healthier cattle, stronger immune systems, robust reproductive cycles, and sturdy, active calves. Prioritizing this combination prepares your herd for the challenges ahead, ensuring they thrive at every stage.
Few things are more vital to animal health than blood clotting. When the body is cut or injured, clots form to stop bleeding. This entire process depends on vitamin K. Without vitamin K, the proteins responsible for clotting simply don't activate, and blood can't solidify to prevent loss. For most adult cattle, a vitamin K deficiency almost never occurs. Nature has built a safeguard, the rumen. Microbes within this chamber produce vitamin K in abundance, meeting all of the cow's needs without outside supplementation. The real danger arises with sweet clover. If sweet clover hay becomes moldy, it produces a chemical called dicumarol. This compound silently blocks vitamin K's function inside the animal. As a result, affected cattle cannot form blood clots and risk internal bleeding, sometimes fatal. If you feed or grow sweet clover, always cure it properly and never offer moldy material. Young calves, whose rumens haven't matured, may sometimes need extra vitamin K. But for adult cattle, a healthy rumen is their best insurance. Recognize the crucial role of vitamin K and stay vigilant against sweet clover poisoning to protect your herd.
Imagine balancing your cattle's diet with minerals and vitamins, yet health issues persist. The missing link: vitamins and minerals work together, not alone. Vitamin A and iron are a pair to watch. Vitamin A deficiency can cause anemia, even when iron levels seem normal. Always check vitamin A if iron supplements aren't helping. Vitamin A relies on zinc to reach tissues. Without enough zinc, vitamin A stays in the liver and fails to support your herd. Correcting zinc is crucial for vitamin A effectiveness. Vitamin D regulates calcium and phosphorus absorption. Without adequate vitamin D, calcium supplementation alone won't solve problems like milk fever in lactating cows. Magnesium is essential for vitamin D metabolism. Enzymes that process vitamin D need magnesium, especially in grass tetany prevention programs. Vitamin E and selenium must be managed together. A deficiency in one reduces the effectiveness of the other, impacting immunity and muscle health in cattle. The practical takeaway: always consider nutrient interactions, not just individual deficiencies. Holistic nutrition unlocks better herd health and performance.
Every cattle farmer knows that healthy animals start from the inside, but not everyone realizes how vitamin needs change as calves grow. Adult cows and bulls, with their fully developed ruminant digestive system, naturally produce B vitamins, vitamin K, and vitamin C through their rumen microbes. These animals rarely need supplementation for these vitamins when conditions are normal. But young calves are a different story. Their rumen isn't ready at birth. It takes 8 to 12 weeks to develop. Until then, calves depend entirely on what they consume, usually through milk. If calves are weaned early or aren't getting enough milk, they may need extra B vitamin support to stay healthy and grow strong. There's also another important consideration. Any adult cow facing severe stress, disease, or nutritional challenges, from calving to milk production surges, can benefit from B vitamin supplementation, especially B12 and niacin in high-producing dairy cows. Understanding these differences puts you in control. By providing targeted vitamin support, you protect your herd's well-being at every stage of life.
Too much of a good thing can be deadly, especially when it comes to vitamin supplements for your animals. Many farmers make the mistake of thinking that more vitamins mean healthier livestock. In reality, overdosing can cause serious harm, and sometimes even death. Fat-soluble vitamins, such as A and D, don't just pass through the body. Instead, they're stored in organs and tissues, which means they can build up over time. Once they reach toxic levels, the damage is real. With vitamin A, the warning signs are subtle at first: thickened skin, bone changes, unexpected fractures, increased bleeding, internal bleeding, and inflamed eyes. These symptoms typically appear when animals receive injectable vitamin A too often or in doses that are too high. But the most dangerous is vitamin D overdose. Unlike sunlight or fresh grazing, which can't cause toxicity, supplement misuse sends too much calcium flooding through the animal system. The result? Hard deposits form in the heart, kidneys, and blood vessels, leading to organ failure and eventual death. Here's the rule that could save a life. Always follow the dosing guidelines on your supplement products. If you're unsure, consult your veterinarian. Blood tests or liver sampling can help guide safe supplementation. When it comes to vitamins, more is not better. Take care, your animals depend on it. When it comes to protecting herd health, smart supplementation is essential. Here's your practical checklist for what, when, and why to supplement. For dairy cattle, start with the pre-calving period, the last 3 weeks before birth. That's when a vitamin E and selenium injection has the greatest impact, cutting down the risks of retained placentas, mastitis, and milk fever. As cows move into late pregnancy and early lactation, make sure vitamin D and the levels are up to par. And if they're eating stored feed all winter, add extra vitamin A. Beef cattle need special attention before calving season. Give late pregnancy cows vitamin A, E, and selenium. For newborn calves, or at branding, a vitamin E and selenium boost makes a major difference, especially in areas known for deficiencies. When you wean calves and they move to dry lots or switch to stored feed, keep their vitamin A levels up. For all calves, the first week of life is critical. Their coverage comes mainly from colostrum, so ensuring their mothers are well nourished is key. Any calf struggling with illness can benefit from B vitamin support, especially B12. Now, one universal rule. If any cattle have been on drought-affected or stored feed for more than 60 days, supplement vitamin A. In many herds, this single step makes the greatest difference in animal health. Apply these targeted strategies, and you'll be prepared for every phase of the production cycle. Supplement wisely, and you'll boost productivity and well-being across the board.
Vitamins rarely make headlines at the feed store. They don't draw the same attention as minerals or protein. Yet, it's the farmers who master vitamin management that see fewer vet bills, stronger calves, better reproduction, and higher milk yields. Here's what matters most. Focus on those fat-soluble vitamins, A, D, E, and K. They demand attention and careful management. Adult cattle's rumen takes care of B vitamins, but calves and sick animals need extra support. Remember, vitamin E and selenium work as a team. Manage them together for real impact. Vitamins and minerals interact. Never supplement vitamins in isolation. Integration is key. And don't overdo fat-soluble vitamins. More is not better. Precision matters. If this helped you, tap like and subscribe. There's more on mineral nutrition, feed formulation, and herd health coming soon. Got questions? Drop them in the comments. I read every one. Your input shapes these videos. Take care of your cattle, and they'll take care of you. See you next time.